So the belt on my old Shepak mini lathe has finally given up the ghost after about 20 years. It snapped annoyingly while I was halfway through making a pen, but that's life, isn't it? So I've ordered a new one. It was about £10 with postage through a company called Drivebelt Solutions here in the UK. They were actually recommended to me by a friend, and the service has been great by them. The belt seems to be good quality as well. Although this is a Shepak DMT 450, it's very similar to a lot of other mini lathes. They're all basically the same model. So I thought I'd take time to make this short video to show you how to change the belt. Obviously, the first thing to do is unplug it. Keep it nice and safe. You don't want it starting while you've got your hands in there. So I've taken off the cover from there, and I've taken off the cover from there, so I can see both pulley wheels. So this piece at the back of the lathe has 2 grub screws in it, so they need to come out first. Then this piece unscrews, and it's actually a left-handed thread. Now if you look at the pulley wheel, that's also got a grub screw in there, so that needs to be loosened off as well. Now with a rubber mallet, I'm just going to gently tap on this piece and try and release it from the bearings. So I'll hold on to this piece so that doesn't drop. Just gently tap on the back thread. So now I can take off the old belt. So it's off the top pulley wheel, and I can reach under here and take it off the pulley wheel and take it out. So the new belt I've got is a PJ630LE, I think that's the code. On the website it does list the machines with the correct belts. So I can feed into the machine, just loosely put it over the pulley wheel, and if you notice there's a groove in the shaft there which the grub screw screws into. So the threaded bit of the shaft needs to come through the hole in the bearing. Make sure that lines up, and the bearing on the headstock needs to go into the casing of the machine. Then it's a case of doing the opposite to how we got it out. So again, with a rubber mallet, so I don't damage anything, just gently tap the thread and hope that it goes back into place. So as I was tapping it in, the bearing at the back came out a little bit, so it'd be fairly difficult to tap that with the rubber mallet. So I've got myself a block of hardwood. This happens to be a bit of cherry, so I'm just going to tap it round to get the bearing back in place. There's probably more technical mechanics tools to do that operation, but unfortunately I don't own them. So as a woodworker, that's the way I changed the belt. There's probably pullers and all kinds you can get, but that's a simple way for me as a woodworker to do it. So now I need to align the groove in the shaft with the grub screw, and then tighten that down a little bit just so it locates but it can still move. So I'll just back it off a touch, because I've got to get the top pulley in line with the bottom pulley. At the front of the machine there's these 2 levers. One locks this one into place, and that lifts up to lift the motor up so you can get the belt onto the pulley wheel. So if I undo this lever, that allows the motor to be lifted up. I'll get the belt onto the wheel that I want, the top, lift the motor up, and put it onto the corresponding wheel at the bottom. Let it drop, a little bit of tension, and then I can lock that down into place. Now I need to align the top pulley wheel to the bottom pulley wheel. So as you can see, the belt's off at an angle. Right, I've loosened the tension off a little bit so I can pull the wheel. So now that I'm happy with the alignment, I can put the tension on and lock that down again. Now I can lock down the grub screw in the pulley wheel. Then I can put this piece back on. And then tighten up the two grub screws. Now I can put the cover back on. And the bottom cover too. So let's turn it on and see if it works. Well, I don't know whether you can pick that up on camera, but it's working fine and it's quieter than it was before. Now I can get back to turning some pens. So I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, please hit the like button, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.